The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Check. Mike 42. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
He was brought down by
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, it's Sanders. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Wentz going to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Second and 12. Wentz to throw again. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. 3rd down. Now Wentz again. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And it's no good. Elliott pulled it, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. On third down, it's Prescott. He'll find the rookie from Oklahoma, CeeDee Lamb. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets them 10, and that changes things as they've got a first down.
44-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the Eagles' 31-yard line.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Ball carrier.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
And goal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott. Touchdown number 18 on the year. as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The reason we ball for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vinny Curry in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and long for Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wentz on the give to Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Sanders.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Stepping up, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And now look at him go. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Prescott from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd and short.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A first down throw for Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First down, Philadelphia.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fields this way up at the 17. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Miles Sanders. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Again, it's Elliott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. This to Jarwin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Another run here with Sanders. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier.
In my book, that's running the ball well,
21-yard line.
but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Chidobe Awuzie on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Philadelphia.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Sanders. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
20-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 7 from the 20. To throw, it's Wentz. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.